We have an update on the situation with Diddy. Diddy has temporarily stepped down from his chairman position at Revolt. Capital Preparatory Charter Schools also announced the end of their partnership with Diddy. I mean, did y'all see this coming? Did you think it would happen this quickly? Al, what do you think?
I would hope so, only because for the invested interests of all his investors and the stockholders of his different companies, and also the companies that he's associated with. Like now, it's different when you have one civil lawsuit, but then when you have multiple, then it's only best that they separate or distance themselves until after, everything is settled.
Right. Q, what do you think about this? Is it over for Diddy?
Almost definitely. And you know what, to be honest with you, Claudia, it didn't happen fast enough, in my opinion. Like I said on a previous show, a friend and I were talking, and although Diddy may have enough money to sustain him for the rest of his life and then some, it's going to be a life in exile. He's no longer going to be invited to the parties. Who in their right mind will be caught in a photo with him? I mean, let's be for real here. Are Jay-Z, Jermaine Dupri, and Beyonce really going to be standing in front of the Rockefeller Center in front of a Christmas tree with Puff Daddy, despite the fact that they may have been friends for the last 30 years? They might have even gone to high school together. It's just not a good look for anyone, any brand, or anything. And so, I'm surprised it didn't happen sooner.
So it's a wrap for the Met Gala. It's a wrap for the Grammys, all these award shows coming up.
Yeah.
I got to give props to the only African-American male in the business that has been bold enough to really call it out. I'm going to go ahead and say 50 Cent has been keeping his foot on the neck of Diddy and kind of holding him accountable. Like he's fearless of Diddy, where I think a lot of people have business ties with them, have issues, they're scared. And I mean, some people say he's trolling, but I'm sure a lot of the victims are like, yeah, get him. Like he's coming at his neck.
A bigger question, Claudia and Al, is, and I know I hate to do this to my Miami sister, but Carisha, the people want to know what you gonna do. Yeah. the people want to know if Carisha is cutting ties. I got you, Claudia. The people want to know if Carisha is gonna cut ties. And me and a friend were talking, which that's going to be difficult because she, her show is on Revolt and all those different things, Al. So what do you think about Carisha's relationship with Diddy?
I think it's going to be interesting, Q. Like you said, this is when you get tested about relationships as well as friendships to see if they are real or if they're performative. And I am definitely interested in seeing where Carisha is going to land on this spectrum, because she is kind of new. She's only been around, for like the last 2 years or so. He's really been riding and hanging out with her quite a bit, even through the ups and downs. I think she's actually the perfect litmus test.
What about his daughters?
Yeah. Does he have custody? I didn't mean to cut you. Does he have custody?
Yeah, and the twins he has with Kim Porter, they when she passed, they live with him. So I wonder how they feel with all the stuff coming out about their mother's death. There's got to be imagine the tension in that house. Like they probably like, well, Dad, and